I typed one sentence and got that. No long prompts, no frameworks, no personas, just one sentence. Most people spend 20 minutes crafting the perfect prompt. I'm getting a better result in under 5 minutes. I used to teach prompt engineering in front of a classroom full of people. And I've since stopped doing that because I found a better way. And that's what I want to show you today. Hi, my name is Kevin Kabo. I've spent the last 10 years of my life building an award-winning business with global and Pan-African clients. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So this is a project I built inside Claude to help me plan my YouTube content. So it evaluates video ideas, it pulls real market data on performance of videos, topics, ideas, tells me whether an idea is worth filming or not, all from a simple conversation that I have inside here. And here's what's inside the project. So number one, we have my content strategy. This is a 15,000 word document that contains everything about my channel. So what topics convert subscribers, what formats work, what to avoid, my scoring criteria to help me evaluate the ideas that I come up with real benchmarks from my channel's data. The second thing I have in here is an addendum to my content strategy. So this has baseline analytics from the data on my channel, so the rates of growth of subscribers on my channel, usually how long after I publish do I normally get views, how many views do I normally get, the performance of my shorts. So these are real numbers, not guesses. Then the third thing that it has is the instructions. So these instructions are what guide Claude, and they tell it exactly how to evaluate an idea for content. So you can see it here, it has my positioning, audience profile, the content pillars are very clear, and then it has this evaluation criteria, which has a score of 1, 2, and 3. And lastly, it's connected to vidIQ. So this is just a tool that you can connect to and use to just get performance data on YouTube videos similar to what you're trying to produce and keywords, how people are searching for it. It's a very robust tool. So instead of having to do that research manually, you just connect AI to it. So I want to show you exactly what this can do. And I'm just going to give it a simple idea. So evaluate an idea to use AI to help pre-qualifying us as an agency using a tender platform like TenderSure. So this is just a rough video idea, and I want to show you how this system works to evaluate my idea. So it's telling me it could be a real pain point. So anyone who's dealt with TenderSure or similar platforms knows the process is tedious. So where it's strong, it's grounded in your actual business. So TDM is an agency that does this. Where it gets complicated, specificity. The first issue, now this is my scoring criteria coming to life. Use AI to help pre-qualifying. It's too broad, okay? Then single concept, it ties into pre-qualifying us as an agency using a tender platform. So what it's saying is the document preparation, AI application into one frame, it needs to commit to one specific movement. The TenderSure angle is worth examining carefully. So TenderSure is Kenya specific. Production readiness depends on whether you've actually done this yet. So when I look at all the criteria, it's given me specificity at a 1 out of 3, personal demo 2 out of 3, single concept 2 out of 3, audience filter 3 out of 3, pillar alignment 3 out of 3. So this is clean pillar 1 plus pillar 3, and then production readiness at 2. So out of all this, the score that it's given is 13 out of 18. And it's given me a reframe. So the reframe is I let AI write our tender pre-qualification. Or AI did in 20 minutes what takes my team 2 days. So what I want to do is it's asked me this question: want to dig into the AI workflow, or would I rather validate the market angle? So I want to validate the market angle just to show you how powerful connecting to a tool is. To validate with vidIQ. So just want to click this drop down here. So it's doing the keyword research. So it's saying already preliminary, 0 search volume. Then it's looked at something else in terms of procurement, AI procurement, so 4,000 monthly searches. So I'll just let it finish so that it can give me the exact outputs that it's gotten. All right, so it's asking me to allow it. That's one of the things that happens when you connect tools. You have to allow certain tasks to happen. So it's not giving me the full picture with the data. So the keyword landscape, 0 monthly searches. Heavily US focused, AI procurement, AI proposal writing, how to win tenders. The competitive landscape, so it's giving me Fed accesses how to use AI for faster, better proposals, 41,000 views on our 41,000 subscriber channel. So what does this mean? So this means that it's pulling some of the data I've done before, so my eTeams video. So when it's giving me, so 0 search volume, the difference is that eTeams is a pain point for every Kenyan business, as opposed to AI for proposals. So when it updates the market validation score, the updated total score is 14. So develop, and it's below the 17 produce threshold. And it gives me an honest assessment. This is a strong business activity for TDM, but a weak video concept. So if you still want to make this work, I built an AI agent that writes winning proposals. So now it's giving me a reframe. That entire evaluation, the scoring criteria, the keyword research, the performance metrics of other types of related content, all came from a very short prompt. Now let me show you why. In 2024, I was teaching a prompt engineering class at the International School of Advertising. And prompt engineering was a big thing back then. For us to get better outputs from AI, we needed to have better prompts. And there were 6 things that went into a great prompt. Number 1 was the task. Number 2 was the context. And these were mandatory. Third was an example. Fourth, a persona. And these were important to have for a great output. Fifth, we had format. And 6, we had tone. And these were nice to haves. And honestly, it worked great then. That was what we needed for us to get better output. But as the tools have evolved, and I've been testing and using AI in the business for the past 1 year, I came across context engineering. Now, context engineering is a bit different. Context engineering has an equation of 3 things. The first one is knowledge. The second one is instructions. And the last one is tools. So knowledge is basically all the strategies, all the research, all the data that the AI has access to. The instructions are the things that you want the AI not to do. For example, if you want outputs in British English, that's an instruction. So you say, always give your outputs in British English, not American English. And the thing that didn't even exist then, back in 2024, when we were focusing on prompt engineering, was the tools. In a previous video, I connected AI to our accounting software called Zoho Books. And before, this was not happening. So basically what you're doing is you're giving it access to the things that you actually use for you to get some insights. The only thing that hasn't changed is the task. That remains the same. And I want to show you how prompt engineering maps to context engineering. So we have the context and the example. This form the knowledge within context engineering. The persona, format, and tone form the instructions. And you can see where we're going here. Write in the English of a 12-year-old. Write in British English. All right? Do not do this, do that. All right? And then this wasn't even on the radar, as I just mentioned. Tools were not even there. And the thing that remains constant here is the task. Okay? And I just want to give you a simple example. Prompt engineering was telling the AI what to do. So do this, do that, based on these 6 things. Context engineering is building an environment around the AI so that you can get the outputs that you want. Hence, the knowledge, the instructions, and the tools. Okay? And you can think about it like this. Right now, where we are with AI, it's like you have a Relica with a very powerful engine. But if you're still focusing on prompt engineering, you're driving that Relica through the suburbs at an average speed of 40 kilometers per hour. The only way you'll get to experience the full power is by moving away from prompt engineering and using context engineering, building that environment for your AI to give you the outputs that you want. And the content project is just one example. I've connected multiple tools that we use in the business to AI. Zoho Books, our accounting software. Our Google Drive, where we have all our documents, slides, presentations. My Google Calendar, my Gmail, Canva, Airtable. So the principle is the same. Knowledge, instructions, tools. And that's the game now. Here's what this means if you run a business. You don't need to take a course on prompt engineering. You don't need 50 frameworks that help you prompt AI better. All you need to do is connect AI to your actual business data, to your finances, to your Google Drive, to your calendar, to anything that gives AI more context on your specific situation. I went from writing 200 word prompts to a 5-word prompt, and not because I got lazy, because I built the environment that AI needs to do better work for me and to give me better outputs. That's context engineering. And if you're using AI as a chatbot where you write clever prompts, remember, you're driving a Relica through the suburbs. If you want to see what I discovered when I connected AI to my accounting software, watch this video here. It honestly gave me perspective that I didn't know despite having run the business for the past 10 years. Every week, I connect AI to another part of my business, so don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.